Hey, aloha. So check it out. What are we doing today? Taking my glasses off. There we are. So we're going to do some fishing. That's right, because I like fishing and fishing likes me. So anyways, I'm on the west side of the Big Island, and I don't know where it is. Anyways, I have my sister-in-law, Kehau. Hey, Kehau, how's it, girl? And Kumu Palena, that's right, allowed me to come down here. They got a 4-day, 3-night hula school that they do. It's Palena's Hula Halau. And so what they do is they come down here, and I mean just solid, that's all you're doing is practicing hula, doing your hula. There's a big Polynesian, where'd my line go? There's a big Polynesian festival that's going to be going on in New Zealand in March 2020. And so they're practicing to go to that. And so they're down here, and it's beautiful. Wait till you see what it looks like out here. Excuse me. Anyways, now that I'm belching and everything, being all just goes, hi, you know, y'all. Anyways, it is January 2020. And dude, look at me sweating. It is smoking hot. I just saw some stuff on the news where you guys are like, you're all snowed in. There's people skiing, building snowmen and stuff. And I'm like, dude, look. Hey, Sean, thanks for the shirt, man. Aloha, y'all. I'm like sweating and getting ready to do some fishing. So anyways, we're going to go out here. I'm going to try doing some whipping, which is basically like y'all would bass fish back in the mainland, right? It's whipping. You're going to whip the line out there. And we're going to see what we can catch out here. It's a really neat bay that sits right out here, and a couple little the coral reefs that run through and stuff, and little channels and everything. Dude, it ought to be smoking good. But and then later on tonight, that's right, I've got some of the aunties and uncles, the kupuna, the older people, the elderly, the ones when you go down the street, you say, hey, Mr. Jones, Mrs. Smith, you know, all that stuff. That's the same thing. We out here, because we're ohana, because we're family out here, everybody's just auntie and uncle. A lot simpler than saying, you know, Mr. or Mrs. or whatever. Just auntie, uncle, keep it simple, because that's what family is. So anyways, now that I went through all of that, I am going to pick out, geez, I got to pick out a lure here. I got these Yozuri lures. I love Yozuri. I'm telling you, why? I don't know, but I like them a lot. And you know, I mean, I grew up using, what is that, Rapala or whatever, where part of the country you're from. And they have awesome products out there too. And I've probably got a couple of those in my bag out there. But tonight we're going to try some Yozuri. And I think I'm going to go with that right there. Boy, if that just, I mean, I want to bite a hold of that right now. And I ain't even a fish. Ha! So we're going to put that on. First, we're going to put on, hey, no laugh, okay? Jeez, guys. Wait till you get over 50, then you come talk to me about that. So anyways, I'm going to put on, even with glasses, I can't even hook that up. So I'm going to go put on my Cubbies, which is your, it's a water shoe that we use out here. You come out here, felt sole, bro, stick to anything. Look like a monkey. Anyways, I'm gonna get those on, grab my pole, grab my bag of goodies, and we're gonna head down. So stay tuned, you're gonna like this stuff. All right, let's do this. Yeah. Okay, got the sun setting back here. Try out this other point. without busting my butt. I'm all wet. I was trying to get over that reef because I know those fish like to sit right there where that water dumps back over and try to get them there, but man, the wind's blowing in, so you throw out and you watch your line go back in. So I mean, it is what it is. Tonight I think we're gonna walk around that coast, go all the way out, see if we can't catch them in Pachi and stuff like that. I don't know, ought to be fun. We might even try the bay. Look how pretty this is with this sunset out here. That's right. Now I'm all dark. And then night fell. That'd be me. So anyways, we're gonna try out in this bay too, see what happens. No matter. It's Hawaii. We're fishing in Hawaii, for crying out loud. Never a bad day, even if you don't catch nothing. Okay. Let's go get our other pole, get ready. Okay, notice I changed my shirt, bright colors. That way if I get washed in the water, search and rescue, easier to find me. Anyways, hey, tonight we're gonna use a Yamashita with a floater. When I say floater, I mean that. Bobber, we used to call them in the mainland. Let's see what we got. Starting to rain. Waves are getting bigger. See how long this lasts. Yeah. Look at that. First Pachi. Oh, turn that on. Yes, sir. All right, just in case that camera didn't pick it up, a First Pachi, nice one too. Hee hee. All right. Guess the green glow grub. I can't even say it. Must be the one. There it is. See it? I know. At least I won't starve. And another one, but small. Throw them back. There he is. Small one. Gee! Well, he hit it like a big boy. Bigger than that last one. Another Minpachi. And I know some people would keep it this size, but I'm not going to. Oh, did you swallow it? We'll use pliers on that. I don't want to destroy them. Hey, just to let you guys know, you're wondering what I'm fishing with. So my pole's a custom pole. It's a 12-foot Talon. It's this is the 38, so it's a little bit stiffer. And I'm using a Shimano Stratic, the FJ. This is the older model. I really like this older model. It takes an abuse and it's still working very well. This is the 5000. And so, yeah, we're flinging a 1-ounce lead out there. To hit or miss, it's fishing. That's what we got. Oh, oh, oh. What do we got? Oh my goodness, look at here. Yeah. Look at the size of this veil. That's a freaking dozer there. Can you see that guy? Woo, man. Best eating fish right there. Tee-hee! Yes, sir. Man, well, we know where they're running at. Let's try to get on them. You sit over there. And so, for the sake of you who are watching, not having to watch me cast it out there, let it sink, and then roll, start reeling it in. You're gonna see me cast it. We got something, boom, you'll see me pull them in. You're welcome. We hit it like you wanted it. Feels small. Another Minpachi. All right. Due to time constraints, I'm gonna head back, go to sleep. It's, yep, way after my bedtime. So, all right, hey, man, we caught some Minpachi, caught a veil that we kept, threw a bunch back, caught that little veil, little Minpachi. But go back, get some sleep, and then tomorrow morning, I might just come out here and try whipping this for Omilo or something. See what's running around. So, hey, you guys go to sleep. See you in the morning. Hey, so last night, man, woo, went out here, did some fishing, caught a nice, great big old veil. Only kept a couple Minpachi, a few Minpachi. No need to keep the small ones. Let everything stay out there. Got the weight. Well, here. This is what I kept. Okay. Give you an idea of the size, yeah. So, anyways, so I'm gonna give these to the, I guess the kids yesterday. They had, here comes the water. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm not gonna die. They had fish that they cooked up and stuff, and I guess the kids just hammered it. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna clean these up. I'm gonna give it to them, and let the kids enjoy it. All I gotta do is start cleaning now. Look at this ocean. How pretty is that? Scaled. One down. All right, so here we go, all cleaned up. Veil, look at that. Gutted, gills, scales. Hey, now the way we eat them out here, look, Minpachi, nice, all gutted out, cleaned up. The way we eat them out here, and you know, I'm gonna say this because I am from the mainland. I was flown here, not grown here. So, in the mainland, we tend to have this, we have this tendency to, if it's not the way we grew up eating it, oh my God, Jeff Gillows, that is so disgusting. It's looking at you. We salt, pepper, well, I like the garlic, but usually just salt, pepper this, or you can put them in a tempura, or you can put them in a panko batter, and then you fry these, just like this. And then the meat just kind of peels off of that. My wife likes it. I like it crispy. I call that burnt. Everybody here, crispy, that's burnt. I like it so it just flakes off and it's good, but however you like it, that's how we cook it up. And so if you're sitting there going, oh my God, Jeff Gillows, It's looking at me. Stop. You know why? Because you'd be the first one to get into that whole roasted pig with the apple in its mouth and the eyeballs looking at you, and you'd be like, oh my God, the snout's the best part. So stop. Also, the eyes boil out of them when you cook them. So they're not looking at you, they're floating around all cross-eyed. Anyways, I'm gonna take these up there and we're gonna bless these guys with it. It's not much, but you know what? It's what I have, and it's what I have to offer. So, when you're feeding a bunch of hungry kids, everything helps. Bag o' fish, okay? That's why I like to fish. Go bless people. All right, it's my knife. Okay. So, I'm down here with one of the Hula Halaus that's getting ready to go to New Zealand. That's right, I almost said New Mexico. New Zealand. And so they're down here, they're practicing. It's a 4-day, 3-night camp. This is for the youth, okay? So it's under 18. Man, these kids are just rocking it. Solid, nothing but just solid. Gee, getting into, anyways. Bam, let's see what the guys are doing back here. And gals, guys and gals. So it's, Kumu is Palena, as a girl, and she's gonna probably explain a little bit of what's going on out here and stuff. And I got Kehao Gomes, she's out here. She's gonna explain a little bit. It's just, you know, wait, just check it out. You're gonna like it. Aloha, hey, check it out. So, should I call you Kumu, or can I call you Palena?
You can call me Palena.
Palena. So we have Palena,
yes.
And you are the Kumu.
Yeah.
But this is your Hula Halau, right?
Yeah.
And so you guys are getting ready to go to New Zealand.
Yes. We're going to Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Bless you, what? So, what are we doing out here? This is a 4-day, 3-night hula school.
It's a hula camp. So in the process of doing something very big, we usually go and do a hula camp, or what they call, in this process we had to do everything all at once, and it was our main purpose is to heat and fight, and it was to cleanse ourselves spiritually, because we're really taking a spiritual journey to somebody else's country. And the Maoris are very spiritual people because they're connected to us as well, and they came from our side, our Aina. And we're as south as we can go, but actually there's even further where Kalai in south that the Maoris actually left, and their canoes, 7 canoes left from there. So they have a big connection to us. So a heat and fight is when you spiritually cleanse yourself, but it feels physical because we actually are going into the ocean at like midnight. It's a cultural festival that brings all the Polynesians together. And so we will be in the Hawaiian Pavilion, and we will be the only, I believe, the only Hawaiian performers that are under the age of 18. So our halau consists of opio, or youth, in the ages 12 to 18. You can actually contact us at Kaulana Na Pua. It's
okay, there you go. So is that .com or .org? Everybody, look, a butterfly.
I know.
There was a butterfly and just came through, and he's like, hello.
Yeah.
And now he's stuck in a spider web. He's being eaten. I'm just kidding. Okay, spell it out.
It's Kaulan as in Nancy, A. Pua is Pua, and the number 4 at gmail.com. And so
spell that one more time.
Kaulan as in Nancy, A. Pua 4 at gmail.com.
At Gmail?
Gmail.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Aloha, I'm Kehao Gomes. I'm part of an organization called Kaulana Na Pua, And what it is a group of teens that are 12 to 18 years old. And we do hula, oli, chant, and it's also a support group for the kids to be there for each other. It gives them an alternative, something to do after school. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization that is run by our head kumu is Palena Keeling, along with Lyle Gomes is our musician. I'm very administrative, so I kind of help in the background. And then we also have a board, which consists of Cindy Nahe, Ipo Tavares, and Moya Phillips. We recently had a hula camp, which consisted of 4 days and 3 nights with 15 opio and 5 makua. And during this hula camp, the purpose of it was for these teens to not only bond together as a group prior to us heading on our next trip, which is to New Zealand, to participate in the Pacifica 2020, which is a bunch of cultural organizations and Polynesians from all across the world that will be performing and sharing their culture with one another and with the rest of the world. So we'll be joining that in March, from March 12th to the 25th. We're taking these 15 kids to New Zealand. So this hula camp was in preparation to not only practice our hula and our meles that we're going to be sharing in New Zealand, in Aotearoa, but to also have the kids bond to make their costumes and prepare. So our first day there was not only setting up, we had our hula camp at Camp Maluhia in Ke'e and set up, and then we started off by making our kihe. So during our protocols, whenever we go somewhere, we're going to introduce ourselves and we're going to say an oli to introduce who we are and where we're from. And so we're all going to be wearing kihes, which is basically a cloth. And first of all, we dyed the cloths. It was, we used turmeric and, yes, commercial yellow dye, but we boiled it and we dipped our cloths and we dyed our kihes. And then each child was asked to stamp their kihes. And we selected 3 stamps of different design. And the kids could pick any order to stamp their stamps. We stamped them in 3 separate black lines. And they could pick the order of those stamps. But what they had to do was come up with a story or a mo'olelo about what they were stamping and why they chose that design. And a lot of them chose to explain it in a way where they chose a certain stamp to represent their past and who their family was or where they came from. Their present was their middle stamp about where they are now and what that design represented as far as who they are and how they're growing. And then the third stamp represented their future and what their hopes and their dreams are. So each child's stamp was of different design, of different character. So some was missing a little ink, some had a lot of ink until they got the hang of it, because for a lot of us it was our first time stamping our own kihes. So those kihes will be worn all together as a group for protocols when we introduce ourselves in New Zealand. And so that process took a while for 22 people to make all their kihes. And then we practiced our hulas. And we will be, our format for our performance is to tell a story. And we've selected different stories from our Hawaiian culture. And all of the costumes that we need to make will represent some of the people that we talk about. So they practiced their hulas on the first night, and then the second day we rise up early in the morning and we greet the sun, and that's called Ealae. So we woke the kids up at about 6:45. They were lucky. Sunrise is like 7:15, 7:20, so they got to sleep in. So we wake them up. They basically roll off their cots and they walk to the shoreline, and we face the mountain or wherever the sun is rising. For us here in Kona, it's Hualalai. So we face the mountain and we greet the sun. So we kind of talk to the kids about who they are and why they're there. Like, what is your purpose for being here at Hula Camp? What do you want to learn? And remember why you're here, and take it very seriously as a time to grow. After that, they had breakfast and things and got to relax for a little bit as we prepared for our day. And they were broken up into groups. You'll see in the video that some of the boys are making their capes, and that's out of dried tea leaves. And they're taking it, what they've done is they've gone and they've gathered tea leaves that were dried and already on the ground, and they've soaked them in salt water for a couple of days, and that kind of just softens it, and it also takes all the bugs off and the different things. And they take a fishing net and they tie the leaves layered on top of the fishing net. That becomes their cape that they use as part of their costume. And then the girls were practicing hula. They've all learned their songs. However, this was a time to get individual attention with Kumu, Palena, and have her polish their moves up a little bit, as well as Kumule, who's also going with us. She is our designer, and she's excellent with costumes. She always says she has itchy hands because she's always wanting to make something, whether it's feather lace or to sew things. So she's you'll see her throughout the video helping the boys tie their nets on. And we also have our musicians, Lyle Gomes and Shauna Marie Gomes, who will be traveling with us. And it was also a time for the musicians to kind of get the feel of the dancers and to watch the dancers and make sure that they're not going too fast or too slow, and because the music is supposed to move the dancer. And so it was a time to polish all those kinds of things up. So we had a wonderful time at Hula Camp. I think it was very successful as far as the kids really bonding and getting to know each other. We had a time where they could kind of put everything on the table. It's called ho'oponopono. They put everything on the table and say, you know what, to build relationships with each other or to ask forgiveness of one another. We had that time of ho'oponopono, which was precious. And then after that, we did a hi'uvai in the water at nearly midnight. It was about 11:30 at night, and that purpose was to kind of just bury the old, and as you come up out of the water is we're going forward in this new beginning as a group as we head to New Zealand. So that kind of wrapped up our Hula Camp. We are a 501c3 organization, and if you would like more information or you would like information on how to donate and give to these children, you can contact us at Kaulana Na Pua 4 at gmail.com. You can also give us a call. Our phone number is 990-2831. And our contact person for those emails and phone number is Palena Keeling. So we look forward to speaking with you and talking with you if you have any questions. Thank you once again. Mahalo.
Man, I'll tell you what a great show. I had a blast coming down here. Got to watch the hula, got to learn some stuff what's going on. Always cool to check out the culture where you're at, you know. And man, I thought it was so neat. I am so thankful. Palena, thank you so much again. Hey, you guys, it's a non-profit organization. These are for the kids, okay? So if you want to help these guys out, dude, anything helps out. You know what I'm saying? Financial wise, there's nothing too big, there's nothing too small. We thank you for everything. I thank you for helping the keiki out here, for helping the kids out here. That's one thing that we like to do with Hunt, Fish, Explore Hawaii, is help the kids. If you can't help the kids, what do you think they're gonna grow up doing? They're gonna help kids? No, bro, I didn't, you know, it's good enough for me, it's good enough for you. You know what, get rid of that stuff. You want your kids to start where you're ending and go further. And that's what Palena does out here. She helps these kids get their heads together and understand what's going on and set them up to be successful. If you wanna be part of that, get a hold of her, help them out. Finances help, you know, it costs money to go to New Zealand. It costs money to do this stuff, for food, for fuel, for their time to actually get in here. I mean, come on, you know, help out. Help where we can, right? That's how it is. Hey, so thanks guys. I appreciate you. Go check us out there on Carbon TV as you're watching us. Be sure to rank us. Give us a big 10 up there. And if you don't think we're a 10, if you think, oh, you're a #1 show, you know, just hold up on that. Anyways, thanks guys. Aloha and a hui ho.
Na Yehova oi, e ho mai ka I mai, e mālama mai. Na Yehova e kau mai I ka mālama lama, o kona maka ma luna iho o, wa e loko mai ka I mai ia oe. Na Yehova e maliu mai ia oe, a e haawi mai I maluno.